The Supreme Court has refused to interfere with the centre's policy on demonetization at this stage. However, a 5-judge constitution bench will decide if the note ban is legal and whether it violates fundamental rights. The court is also going to look into whether the judiciary can at all interfere in fiscal policy. And joining us for a bit more on that is Mr. R. Subramaniam, who was arguing on behalf of the government in this particular case at the Supreme Court today. Mr. Subramaniam, thank you for joining us. Actually, just a clarification that we would be seeking. Assuming the Supreme Court was to decide at the end of the process that the note ban was not legal, what can be done at this stage? 80 to 85% of those notes have already been redeposited by now. We are more than a month into the process. So what exactly would happen even if they do take a decision it's not legal?
Well, as far as that issue is concerned, that's a matter which is sub judice. It will be improper at this point of time to actually make any comment on that issue.
Right, but specifically what is it that is now going to be happening? The Supreme Court has taken all these cases from the High Court and says we alone are going to decide on this question, on the legality of it and what sort of exemptions can be made and also whether there's a violation of fundamental rights.
Yes, the Supreme Court has framed 9 questions for consideration by a constitution bench of 5 judges because the Supreme Court felt that actually the issues have far-reaching implications and they are of fundamental importance to the country. Therefore, they have decided that it should be decided, it would be just and proper that it is decided by a constitution bench of 5 judges.
And any timeline, sir, that you can think of by which time this decision will come on whether the note ban was legal or not?
Yes, the learned Attorney General has submitted actually at the initial arguments itself that this is an issue first of all actually the court's power is extremely limited because the judicial review, whether in a fiscal policy, whether the courts can look into, that is an issue that is also one of the questions which the Honorable Supreme Court has framed for adjudication.
All right.
As far as the time frame is concerned, they have issued notice on the writ petitions. The reply has to be filed by the government within 6 weeks. And then thereafter actually the rejoinder by the petitioners within another 3 weeks. So definitely in fact there is a 9 weeks time frame before which in any case the constitution bench will not be in a position to hear the matter as and when it gets constituted.